of the divisional round playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A beautiful fake. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Trubisky to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
Now a carry for Sanders. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Second-round pick in 2015, Eddie Goldman holds down the middle of this defensive line with some toughness, some leverage, and some personality. Understands he's going to be double and sometimes triple teamed on every snap. Does it with a smile, takes on those blockers, and opens up space for his other pass rushers.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
No gain on the dump off. It's second down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes the pressure, and the Eagles get there to block it. And they will wind up with a football inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. An early special teams wake-up call there, their first drive, and they have the punt block.
And obviously they were giving the ball up, but that's not the way it's supposed to conclude. That ball's supposed to be downfield, better field position for your defense to work off of. Instead, you've given up a momentum play, and now you've got the other side excited.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. On first down, Wentz. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on Lane Johnson, the former top 5 pick. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw it. Wentz finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Throwing now is Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Clement. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Kentrell Brice picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time?
He's got a man complete. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. These two teams all tied after one. Get some of the hits that have helped them get this first half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals, being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Last week in that wild card win, only one catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, and this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route, He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. But at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Let's go.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Trubisky now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On third down, Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. First down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 7 yards away as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wentz on the give to Sanders. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line, absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. On second down now, it's Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. It's fielded at the 45. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 44, Wentz. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Steps away. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys doing battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Nowadays, this has become routine, hasn't it? That was a heck of a route there by the tight end. A great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Able to shake him off. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Clement. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 3rd and goal. The defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
Wentz. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Roquan Smith drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it. But how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to power through. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
That'll be a gain of 16. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56. Watch the slip. All right.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the 1st.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And an alley to run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred. Following the penalty, Montgomery.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Fletcher Cox with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed.
He's on to punt for Chicago. This is a...
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
And out come the Eagles. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On second down, it's Sanders. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game. I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done. Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Now Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Trubisky leaves with Montgomery on the draw. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jannard Avery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here's Trubisky, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Robert Quinn. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got it at the 15. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. He's back to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders there to make the grab as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, Elliott on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A loss of 2 there. Second down. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And Gibbs got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Trubisky to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. And he got it. The kick is good. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.